Welcome back. This is Family Time 169, and we're talking about teams. We're continuing our discussion on relationship skills and looking at communication, how we build relationships. Teams are really some of my favorite types of relationships. I love being part of a team, and I mean that in the traditional sense that maybe we're thinking about like sports teams that we're on, things like that. I love sports teams. I love athletics. That team thing is my favorite part of it. But also in other parts of my life, it's important for us to define the difference between like a team and a group. A group can just be a collection of people, and those people can be going after their own interests and doing their own thing. But a team has something that's unifying the members of that group. That's what elevates a group to a team. Is there some common purpose? And the best teams have people pulling in the same direction, working together, contributing their diverse and unique skill sets, bringing in their different viewpoints for a common goal, for a purpose. So I think my favorite team is my family. That to me is a team, and we talk about that in my family. Like, we're all on the same team. That we can have different interests, we can have different things that annoy us or upset us, we can have different individual goals, but we're always going to back each other up. That's essential to me in a team. Is that like, I got your back, you've got my back, we're in this together, we're not going to give up on each other, we're going to continue to fight for each other. That to me really makes a team. And when you see teams, sports teams or different organizations, businesses, whatever, where people don't really have that team aspect, right? Like a sports team, we call a team. But if you have a bunch of people on your team who have different ambitions and are pulling in different directions and are doing things selfishly and aren't supporting each other, it's not really a team. You can call it a football team or a basketball team or whatever team, but then it's just a group. It's a collection of people who are doing something similar, but they're not really a team. That's a tough thing when you're a coach or you're a leader on a team, to get that team atmosphere, to get people to buy in, to believe something, and to support each other, back each other up. What I want you to think about is some of your favorite teams that you've been a part of. And it can be a school team, a sport, a club, an extracurricular, whatever that you're a part of. Do you feel like that's a team? And what makes it a team? What are the great relationship things that make it a team? Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about relationships. What are the things that make that feel like a team to you? And I want you to think about how your team maybe benefits from having different skills, people bringing in different things, contributing different things to your team, different perspectives and strengths. And I want you to think about how you can be a good teammate. What's a good teammate look like in different aspects of your life? On an actual sports team that you're in, what's it look like to be a good teammate? In your personal relationships, with your friends, with your family, with your romantic relationships, what does it look like to be a good teammate? That's what we want to do. We want to surround ourselves with good teammates. We want to be a good teammate. That's a good recipe for a happy life. Do things that you love, surrounded by people that you love, surrounded by your team. And we're able to accomplish so much more in our lives when we have that team behind us, when we have people backing us up. Think about that this week. We'll talk more next week. Much love.